Natural physics is a concept astrophysicist LeRoy developed that explains in down-to-earth scenarios how the principles of physics could have come about from observing nature. Each episode begins with a scenario, followed by an example to illustrate the application of these principles in futuristic research at the frontiers of science, such as LeRoy's astrophysics doctoral research, and then concludes with an exploration of how these same principles could have very well been used by ancient cultures and civilizations. Mathematics is naturally encountered and incorporated as the exciting and fun tool of science that it is. Science is the window into our amazing world of nature, and mathematics is the tool to open that window. Natural physics encompasses current, futuristic, and ancient physics, and ties them together by the principles of physics that are common threads running throughout each.
Isn't this beautiful? It's amazing. How cute the little guard shack is, and the little gates, and the recycling center. And in the freaking jungle, man. Look how cute. Oh. Here you go. That's where we're at. Yep, that's it.
Tell me your name, okay? You first. What is your name? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Eh? What's again? Listen to me. Why is water clear? And you may think a question is a silly question, but it's not. Because if we don't ask questions, we don't learn anything, okay? So anytime you have a question for me, ask it, okay? And if you want me to repeat myself, ask. The atmosphere of Jupiter is very, very, very hot, and there's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. So the probe, it only lasted for 58 minutes. Until Mars is Jupiter, and then Saturn, and then Uranus, and then Neptune, and then Pluto. Now, what I want you to remember, think of this, the rock, or this ball of being Galileo. You are the Earth, or Venus, and the string is the gravitational pull. All the way across, okay? Okay. You see how you have to pull it? You have to keep it. If you stop pulling on it, it's not going to keep going in a circle, okay? So that's what the gravitational field of the Earth does. Everybody, the force that she's pulling on it is equal to the mass of that ball times how fast it's going. Okay, next person. Next person. You can thank you. Give it to someone else. Yeah, give it to the next person. Okay, now swirl it. Okay. Okay, you're the Earth. The ball is Galileo, and the string, that's the force of gravity that you, the Earth, are exerting on Galileo to keep Galileo going in orbit. Now, let it go. Let it go. Just twirl it and let it go. Just whoop.
Salida.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay, so
On the roof. There's Galileo.
well, he's Galileo gravity. Earth Galileo gravity, okay? All right, go. Excellent.
Woo! Yay!
It shoots its rockets, and you can let it go, and Galileo goes off into Jupiter. So, yeah, okay. The ball is Galileo, and the string, that's the force of gravity that you, the Earth, are exerting on Galileo to keep Galileo going in orbit. Now, let it go. Let it go. Some measured magnetic fields, some measured electricity, some took pictures. The two instruments I was involved with, plasma. The solar wind is a plasma. A plasma, a space plasma, like the solar wind, is a collection of highly energetic protons. Planets around them just like our sun does, okay? There's a lot of mysteries still out there in outer space. And what I wanted to, I have a homework assignment for all of you in here, okay? I haven't found anywhere else in the world, only in Costa Rica. Now, has anybody seen these spheres? Who in here has seen one of these? Nobody has seen a sphere? Nobody?
Somebody who's missing. You
Everybody has a paradox.
Muy hermoso. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Yeah. Okay. Cell phone, check. Water. from the sun, they had to be traveling at 400 kilometers per second to escape the sun's gravity. Okay. Has anybody in here heard of black holes? Black holes. Negro hole. Black holes. ¿Cómo se dice hole en Spanish?
El hueco negro. ¿Cómo se dice black holes? Que está en... El hueco negro.
Black hole. Now, excuse me. When you have somebody presenting, you don't talk. If you have a question, you raise your hand and you ask me, okay? Okay? You don't talk while your teacher or a presenter is speaking. That's rude. Even escape. Light. Now, you might think that light has a velocity. Okay? Or no, I'm sorry. You may think that light is instant. As soon as I turn on the light, it's instant. But light actually has a velocity. And physics was able to find out that velocity with mathematical equations. The velocity of light is 300,000 kilometers per second. Per second. Not per hour. 300,000 kilometers per second. So if the protons and neutrons and electrons, and I'm force. The mass of the particles times acceleration. That's the force that the sun has to exert on the particles to make the solar wind. And imagine what kind, I have a force that pushes this chair about a meter, but imagine the force that the sun has to apply to these particles that makes them fly all the way through outer space, from the sun to the earth to Jupiter. That's an immense force to be able to push these particles all the way through outer space. On your gravity, you're whipping Galileo around, and when it's ready, you're going to let Galileo go towards Jupiter. Right on. Use your gravity to keep Galileo going around you, giving it energy, speed, and then when Galileo gets enough, it's going to break away and head towards Jupiter with the energy that he got from Earth, from the gravitational field. Okay, go ahead.
Woohoo!
All right, Earth,
Oh,
Galileo,
yeah, you go,
gravitational
girl. Más
field.
rápido.
Hey, all right. Use this gravity to give Galileo more and more energy. The more times Galileo goes around Earth, the more energy it gets. When it's got enough energy, it's going to break away. You're going to feel the force that the Earth has to apply. You're the Earth, you got to apply a force to Galileo to keep it going in a circle. Okay? Earth, Galileo, gravity. All right. When it's ready, you're going to let Galileo go towards Jupiter. Right on. Earth is going to use this gravity to give Galileo more and more energy. The more times Galileo goes around Earth, the more energy it gets. When it's got enough energy, it's going to take away. You're going to feel the force that the Earth has to apply. You're the Earth, you got to apply a force to Galileo to keep it going in a circle.
Woo!
All right. Thank you. All right. Galileo. Earth is going to use this gravity to keep Galileo going in a circle. Energy, more speed. And then after Galileo goes around Earth so many times, it's got enough energy to get to Jupiter, and it's going to break away and go to Jupiter. Okay? Okay, so spin it. You're the Earth. You're using gravity to keep Galileo going in a circle, and then you're going to let Galileo go towards Jupiter. Okay? Okay, so just spin it. Yeah.
Woohoo!
There you go. You're the Earth. Galileo.
Más alto.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Right on. Thank you. I am so very happy to be here. This is my first time giving a commencement speech, and I very much appreciate all of you giving me this opportunity. Congratulations on your achievement in graduating from high school. Congratulations. Applaud yourself. Come on. Excellent. You're on your way. You're on your way. Now, as you decide who you want to be and what you want to do, follow your passion. Follow your dream. And you'll be good at it because you are doing what you love to do. You'll never get tired of doing it. Follow your passion. Follow your dream. Following your dream and your passion will take you places you never thought you would go. And by the way, you graduating from high school, your talents and your skills will be very much needed here in your community and out there in the global community, in our global community, the world. The world needs your skills, it needs your talents, just as your community does. So to follow your dream, it may mean going out there, traveling from your community. I had to do the same. And to show you what I mean, I would like to share with you some of my journey of following my dream, my passion, my love of exploring the unknown mysteries of outer space and the mysteries right here on Earth. My journey to go from my community to become a scientist. Physics is the science that tries to understand and tries to explain all the amazing phenomena that occur around us in nature. Light, sound, gravity. Physics is the science that tries to understand that. I had found the science for me. I wanted to be a physicist. I wanted to be a physicist. I wanted to be in the science that explains light and sound, gravity. Why does my pen fall? Physics is the science that tries to explain that. But that's okay. It doesn't matter the route you take to get to where you want to get to. It doesn't matter the path you take to follow your dream, to follow your passion. The important thing is to get there, right? There's all kind of ways to get to a destination. Nobody can do it by themselves. Nobody can do it. You get by with a little help from your friends, right? I get by with a little help from my friends. You ever heard that song? Okay. All right. You really have to follow your dream. You have to stick with it. It's not an easy road, but if you love what you're doing, again, you enjoy it. It doesn't matter. There's good people everywhere that will help you on your way as you follow your dream. The energy is all positive. It's all positive. Okay. Now, I felt invisible. I felt like I couldn't be seen. The only way I could figure out to stop being invisible and to make myself visible was to go there. Okay? Oh, butterfly, butterfly, butterfly. Okay. Oh, you're LeRoy Larry. I was no longer invisible. I made them see who LeRoy Larry is. And that's what you're going to have to do. If people try to make you invisible, you make them see you. Okay? You don't let anybody stand in your way of following your dream, your passion to be whoever you want to be and whatever you want to do. Don't let nothing stop you, okay? People will help you along your way if you follow your dream. They will help you. They can tell that you're following your passion and what you love to do, and they want to help you do it. But you got to show them that you want it. Nobody's going to help you if you're, but if you're, I want to be a scientist. I want to be this. People will help you. Okay. So luckily for me, a full-time position became available on the Galileo project. Full-time scientist, not a student, a full-time scientist. I had filled my dream. I had achieved my dream. I wish my parents could have seen it, but I know that they were there. I know that they were there with me. And as I talked about before, there was 11 instruments on board Galileo, and the two that I was involved with was the plasma wave instrument and the plasma instrument. Okay. This is actual data that I got back from Galileo, from Jupiter, okay? I sent my command, and remember, it took 45 minutes for command to get to Galileo. And then it would take another 45 minutes for this data to get back to Earth. Following my dream, it took me all the way to Jupiter. So follow your dream. Follow your passion. Never give up, okay? Okay? Follow it. Now, it's a big world out there, but it needs you. It needs your talents. It needs your skills. So, you follow your dream. Okay? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.